everyone, welcome back. I'm coming at you today from over on the village side of camp and standing next to Serengeti here, and I'm gonna go and show you the new village cluster that we're building and introduce you to our laborers for Christ, the individuals that are here working on this project. Here we are coming into the bathhouse, and so this is the new bathhouse building, and so we got the men's room here coming into the utility room. This time we put a door going from the kitchen into the utility room here so that we can access all the cleaning supplies and everything through the kitchen. And then this is the women's room. So obviously you can see we're in the middle of construction, so everything's roughed in. We did get inspections for all the electrical and plumbing, so we are in the process of getting everything, all the wall boards up and all that stuff covered up. Just like the other villages, we have 2 sets of cabins. So we've got them all insulated at this point. And they got the ceiling boards up. We've got one cabin that is pretty much completely done over here. Come into this one over here. It is pretty much all finished with all the trim up. Working on getting the outlets all installed right now. It was raining earlier today, so they've got everything set up underneath the porch here. All right. So these are our laborers for Christ here. I am blessed to have my parents live just down the road from us on Lutheran Lake, and so this is Mike and Verna Vandercar, and they have been working with Laborers for Christ for a few years now. And then we have Mark and his wife Rebecca, Fintel, is that right?
Yeah.
And where do you guys live or come from?
Colorado Springs, Colorado.
All right, great.
We've been with Laborers about 7 years.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This is our first Lutheran camp. We normally do churches and schools.
Okay.
A little more recreation here.
Yeah. I was talking.
A little more laid back.
Yeah. I was talking to you about that earlier. It's probably a little different having horses outside of your RV window than maybe the sidewalks and
ambulances.
Yeah,
for sure.
Bob and Houston greet him every morning.
Yeah, the old great Bob.
Mom and Dad, you guys have been with Laborers for how long now?
4 years?
4 years.
Yep.
Okay.
Our first project was at Camp Okoboji up in Spencer, Iowa. We were there for 7 months, built a activity center for that camp on Okoboji, West Okoboji Lake. Beautiful setting to spend a winter.
Yeah.
After that, I worked a month up in Fort Wayne on a project, but then we went to
Trinity.
Big Fork, Montana, just outside of Kalispell, to Trinity Lutheran Camp up there. That was a beautiful place also. We spent 3 months up there.
So this is Mark's first time at a camp, and you guys have been, most of your laborers projects have been at camps. So why? I mean, is that intentional or what?
Well, intentional because right now we don't have an RV, and our love for camps. I mean, we would do this all the time if we could, but we do want to experience the church, building churches too, and we will in a couple of years get an RV and go out and do the churches. But
well, I know for myself, I appreciate the value in camp ministry that you guys had as we grew up, and you always sent us to camp and gave us a summer camp experience, and I appreciate that. And is there anything that you would say to that towards other parents out there?
Money well spent.
We could,
Yes.
we could plug Camp Luther Haven. That's where our kids
Yeah.
went to camp growing
Oh,
up.
so they didn't come
And
here.
then
Oh,
they
okay.
ended up working at Camp Luther Haven and at
And
Camp
then here.
Lakeview.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, it just, so many of those counselors that we still are in touch with, some of them went on to be pastors, some of them went on to be DCEs, you know, but they did such a great job sharing their love of God with our children, that now our children have grown up to do the same. And
Yeah.
awesome to know that,
It's so worth it. It's so worth it in every way.
you know.
So, what about Laborers for Christ? As people who are watching this might not know about that program,
We need
might not
laborers.
Yeah, we need
We
laborers.
need laborers.
need laborers.
Laborers for Christ started in Colorado about 25, 30 years ago. We're a bunch of retired people who enjoy building, and all it takes is an ambitious heart.
Do you need to have construction experience?
Not really.
No.
Not really. It's helpful, but not necessarily.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We've had people on some of our projects that didn't even know where the trigger was on a skill saw.
Yeah.
And we teach them and work with them, and they become some of the best helpers that you can have, you know. The gentleman that I like to tell the story, the gentleman that told us about laborers at that time, he was a laborer, and we lost touch with him because he moved to Kentucky after he lived there. But I found out just about 4 or 5 years ago that he had passed away, and I read his obituary. I said he was a carpenter for Jesus. And I said, that's what I want my obituary to be.
Yeah,
So,
oldest profession.
yeah, we're working at that.
Neat. Well, as we talk about the Laborers for Christ, it is a program of LCEF, and if you are interested in more information, you're welcome to go out to their website. I'm sure they have information there. I don't have the direct link, or you're welcome to call the camp office, and we can put you in touch with them. The other thing I want to talk about is the Village Cluster here, as we think about what is going to happen this summer with the pandemic and whether or not we're going to be able to have camp. We have, we're in a difficult position here with the Village Cluster in the sense that if camp is on, we have to have this cluster up and ready to go because we already have kids registered to be here. But if camp isn't on, we don't really want to spend too much money on it so that we can preserve that cash for other expenses, for staff payroll, for that type of stuff. So the reality of that is we have had to delay some of the construction here on the village, and if we get to the point where summer camp is going to be on, we're going to need a lot of additional volunteer labor. We'll have a lot of painting that'll have to be done here, assembly of bunk beds, and a lot of different things that we could use extra hands for. So if we get open back up to where we can travel around and you're interested in coming and volunteering here and working alongside the laborers to get this done, please reach out to us, and we'd love to see you out here at camp. So thank you guys. Hope you have a blessed evening. And the final thing I want to say is tomorrow morning we will be releasing our plan of action for the summer. And so go to our website, lakeviewministries.camp. There'll be a link on there to the specific page we've built for that plan of action with all the information you'll need. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.